Good afternoon students. Welcome to the maths class. In this class we will learn about the chapter squares and square roots. In our previous class we have learned about square numbers and some particular methods to find the square of a number. Today in this class I will discuss about what you mean by square root of a number. All we know about the square figures. In a square all sides are equal. And the area of a square is side into side, or we can say side square. Now, suppose the area of a square is given 144 centimeters square. Can you tell what is the length of the side of a square? Suppose the length of the side of a square is x centimeter. Then its area becomes x square centimeter square. So, here we can take x square is equals to 144. That means to find the length of the side of a square, we have to find a number whose square is the number 144, or we can say whose square is the given area. So we need to find a number whose square is known. So finding a number whose square is known as finding the square roots of the square number. Let us see the definitions of square root of a number. The square root of a number x is that number which when multiplied by itself gives x as the product. We denote square root of a number x by under root x. If y is the square root of a number x, then we write it here y is equals to under root x. Which means that when y is multiplied by y, we get the product as x. Here y multiplied by y means y square is equals to x. So square root of x is y and square of y is x. That means square root is the inverse. That means finding the square root is the inverse operations of squaring. For example, if I write under root 16, then it is 4. Why it is 4? Because when 4 is multiplied by 4, we get the square number 16. So both are related with each other. Similarly, if I write square root of 25, it is 5. Because when 5 is multiplied by 5, we get the number 25. Let us see some more examples. Let us see some example. Suppose if I write minus 2 whole square. It means minus 2 is multiplied by minus 2. So it will come 4. If I write plus 2 whole square or only 2 square, that means 2 is multiplied by 2. It will give 4. That means square root of 4 is equals to minus 2 and square root of 4 is equals to plus 2. So 4 has 2 square roots. So 4 has 2 square roots, that is plus 2 and minus 2. So similarly we can also write 9 has 2 square roots, that is plus 3 and minus 3. So from this example we can say that every positive number x has 2 square roots. One of them is plus root x, or we can simply write root x, and the other is negative, that is minus root x. Together these are denoted as plus minus root x. So square root of a number is plus and minus both. But the positive number square root is known as the principal square root. So if there is nothing is mentioned, then the square root of a numbers refers only to the positive square root. So in this chapter we shall take up the positive square root of the numbers. For example, if I write then square root of, and it is denoted by the symbol this, if I write square root of 144, then only we will write plus 12. So we will not write the negative number. let us see the table related with the square roots of a number. Look at the table. Here the number from 1 to 10 is shown, and the square of the number 1 square is equal to 1, 2 square is equal to 4, 3 square is equal to 9, 4 square is equal to 16, 10 square is equal to 100. In this way it is shown. Now perfect square, here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 80, 100, these are all perfect square because these are all the squares of natural numbers. Now square root of perfect square, here square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, because when 2 is multiplied by 2 we get the product as the square number. When 3 is multiplied by 3 we get the product as the square number. So when 4 is multiplied by 4 we get the product as the square number. So in this way the square root of perfect square number is shown up to 100. So square root of 100 is 10. But when the numbers are very large number, that times perfect square very large number, that time it is very difficult to write in this way. So there are various methods to find the square root of a number. So we will learn about the different methods. Mainly we will learn about the square root of a number by repeated subtractions method. There is another method, prime factorization, then long division methods. So this method, with the help of this method we can easily find the square root of a number.